Alright, so these two resistors right here on the first 50 units of the UHK are 4.7 K resistors, and they should have been 1K resistors. And so we're going to attempt to replace these today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some flux and dip my soldering iron in it. And sorry it's a little bit out of focus. I'm using a Logitech webcam, and it works really well at long distances, but it does not work very well at close up. Anyway, I'm going to get this wet and dip my solder wick in there, and then take the tip of my iron and wick as much of the solder away as possible. Don't worry about the flux it leaves behind, we'll clean that up later. And if you look at that, we accidentally brought one of the resistors up with us. That's fine. I was expecting to use the hot air gun, but if I can get this out with just the tip of my soldering iron, that would be even better. And there we go. So we have two resistors. Now what I'm going to do is remove any residual solder. That's because a lot of times they'll use lead-free solder on circuit boards. And lead-free is a pain to work with and doesn't stick quite as well. So we're going to remove as much of that as possible. That's looking pretty clean. Put our new resistors down. I'm going to hold on to these old ones right here, just in case there's something wrong or I need to measure them. Honey, where's my ticky-tack? Woman, bring my ticky-tack right now. Alright, I'm back. So a little trick I learned is you take some of this blue sticky stuff, and it works great for holding down little components. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some fresh solder. I'm just going to do one side of it. I usually do the side that's harder to solder first. And then I'll take my blue ticky-tack. Gently hold the piece in place. And there we go. Now you notice it's crooked. That's perfectly fine because when we reheat it, the surface tension will actually help straighten that back out. Or I could just use my finger like that. Probably hear my dogs barking in the background. They're outside because of trick-or-treaters. There we go. I'll just touch both sides again just to make sure it reflows nice and clean. And resistor's been replaced. Now while I'm here, I'll just measure that resistance, make sure it's about 1K. 1K on the dot with 3 digits of precision. That is perfect. Maybe I'll just show you here. 1K on the dot. Ooh, hair under. Perfect. All right, now we'll repeat with this side. There we go. Perfect. All right, and we'll check this side now. .999 kiloohms. Perfect. All right, now we'll plug it in and make sure it still works. Perfect.